Hello and welcome to TxtFlo. Let's start by adding our new company. Navigate over to the left-hand side, selecting Add New Company, and type in your company name. And select Create. Navigate to the campaign section located over to the left. Simply select Add New Campaign. Typing in the campaign name of your choice, followed by selecting the company, as you might have more than one. So let's enter TxtFlo free runner campaign. Simple and easy. Let's save that. Perfect. So let's navigate over to our dashboard. So this is going to be where we can view all of our metrics at the same time. So once we have created a campaign and we have our workflow set up, you'll be able to see these numbers update and change as the days progress. Next, let's create our first workflow. Navigate to New Workflow and adding a name to your workflow. We're going to name ours Free Runner Workflow. Woo! Okay, first workflow is created. So let's go in and customize it. Each workflow can be as simple or as unique as you'd like them to be. Within the workflow, select New Step. This is where we assign actions for the message that we want to send. And down here, there are 4 actions we can choose from. We can send a message, switch from an existing workflow to another, add to an existing workflow, or simply remove from the workflow. So step 1 here, let's send a text. We're going to start by typing the message that we want to send. So I will say, thank you for visiting our site. Next, I'm going to want to add a name here. So for example, if I wanted to have the first name of my client or customer, the last name or associated company, I can select them here. I'm going to choose first name. And then if for some reason we don't have the first name, the last name, or the company within the dynamic text range, we can select a fallback text to use. So this can be, instead of saying the name, like Frank or Paul, we can say friend. Oops, friend. Oops, that was spelled wrong. Friend. Or pal. Or dude. So here I'm going to type in friend. And then once we have this added in, we simply select add. So now we have thank you for visiting our site. And then this will populate the first name or call them friend. Next, we'll add a call to action. So I'm going to type in the reason for this message. So the one I'm going to type in here will say, to learn more, type yes to receive a link with more details about our other offers, period. And confirm. Boom. So this is the initial call to action text. So as you can see, there are no links. We just have a very simple thank you, name, and a word we would like people to use to reply back to us to initiate a response. And then this is really where the magic is going to happen. So we're going to start adding in actions to our keywords. So again, to initiate this yes response, we'll create an additional step down here. Selecting new step, select the settings icon and navigate over to keywords. This is where we introduce the listening period. This message is going to be listening for this customer to type yes at any point during the listening period. We can set the listening period for any amount of time. Here we'll list the listening period to, let's say, 3 days, 3 hours, and 5 minutes. And select save. Next, we'll add in our keyword, which is here. Now, just as a reminder, without adding our keyword, which we have selected as yes, as we type it in, none of our messages that we've previously set up will work. So be sure to enter the keyword and also leave out any punctuation here as it won't be necessary. And also, no need to save this. As soon as we type this in, it will automatically save. From here, so we have set up our message, we have set up our listening period, and now we have set up our keyword. So from here, we have 2 options. We can create a new step for responses or create a new workflow. To create a new step, we can simply click below here under New Step and initiate a Step 3 if we'd like. Or to create a new workflow, it looks a little something like this. We'll navigate over to New Flow, typing in yes responses, and create. Perfect. So under our yes, add an action. Now that we've selected, or now that we've created our yes responses workflow, we can now add the action to switch workflow by selecting our yes responses and confirm. Perfect. So as we see here, the context will be switched from free runner workflow to yes responses if the client types in or replies back with the word yes. And that's the magic of the workflow. So this is a really simple and easy example. And if you have any questions or comments for your own workflows, feel free to reach out to our team as we can assist you with your own unique workflow that you'd like to set up.